And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking WRC 2025 and what's new. Yep, Dirtfish have dropped an article. We're going to look at it and tell, well, what they think, what we think, what's new for 2025 in the World Rally Championship. And I'm quite excited. So I'm excited. You're excited, hopefully. Everyone's going to be excited for WRC 2025. I'm more excited than I was this time last year. Put it that way. So, what's new? As you can see, this article for 2025 on the fantastic site that is dirtfish.com. So, it's just a couple of weeks away. And well, they even say on the face of it, not much is changing for 25, but it is. Oh, Dirtfish, but it is. They've put there's going to be a new reigning world champion, Hyundai's own Terry Neuville. There are no new teams joining the fray and no new major regulation tweaks. But I think that's a good thing. But there is a big regulation tweak. We all know that. And that's their number one thing here. No hybrid. A fantastic regulation, I think, change. So they're saying that this is the no hybrid is the biggest thing that drivers are going to feel this season. Despite there initially being a contract extension for hybrid to remain part of the Rally 1 cars until 2027, which was kind of agreed halfway through last year, the stakeholders have voted, again, essentially twice, and 2025 and 2026, there will be no hybrid. And Dirtfish is saying, and I kind of agree with them, that it's not, watching is not going to make much of a difference with our own eyes. Maybe the sound, possibly. But they're saying it's going to make more of a difference to the drivers inside the car, and it's going to be they're saying it's going to be interesting to see what that competitive order will be. Another exciting thing, let's see, look, two thumbs up so far, is this one here. Saturday points are going to be dropped. And if you were part of the masses that were so passionate, yes, we were, against the 2024 point system, you can rejoice. It's been changed. So the revised system hasn't been trashed completely. Instead, tweaked to reduce the potential of a rally winner being outscored and a driver scoring big on Sunday, despite retiring earlier in the weekend. So the rally winner being outscored, as you know, and we did have, you had a position last year where the 2024 rally winner could have left the rally with less points than someone that could have finished second or third because of that Saturday point, which was ridiculous. I initially thought it was a good thing, then I got educated. So essentially, Saturday points have now been dropped with all championship points claimed on Sunday instead. What happened, you did have to finish the whole rally, though, to get those Saturday points. So the top 10 finishers on the event will receive points most likely like they were from 2010 to 2013, at 25 for the winner, down to 10th, albeit with second receiving 17 points instead of the old 18, with the 5 fastest drivers on the power stage all receiving points too. But the Super Sunday element will remain, albeit altered, they're saying, to reward just the 5 fastest drivers instead of the 7 quickest. That means the maximum points haul available per round is higher than it has ever been, so they're looking at 35 points per round. Now, if you were keen-eyed in the thumbnail, I ended up very badly photoshopping in a new tyre. Why? Well, there's going to be a new tyre supplier. And this is going to be keenly felt by drivers, but they say it's not going to make much of a difference to the onlookers. No, but it could be. They're different tyres. They're going to feel different. They might be better for certain drivers and others. And that means, unlike, for example, Formula 1, it does have, funny enough, it does have Pirelli like the WRC did, where you basically just have your hard, soft, medium. But this is, you've got hards and softs, and then you have the gravel tyres, the tarmac tyres, the snow tyres, whether it rains or not. Tyres mean probably more in the WRC than they do in Formula 1 in terms of getting that right. Getting the right tyre. You can lose far much more time in rallying than you can in F1. So after 4 seasons, the WRC's exclusive supplier, Pirelli, the Pirelli era is over. The Hankook era is taking over, is what they're saying. As it stands, we all know very little about the rubber. Both Kalle Rovanperä and Formo got to try it in last month's rally and seemed cautiously optimistic. But others, that was a non-championship rally, obviously. But others, like Terry Neuville, have appeared slightly less impressed. Monte Carlo is in a couple of weeks. Let's see then. I'm quite excited. We've also got new drivers. So with the exception of Gregor Monster last year, the WRC hasn't been a hotbed for new talent being handed a full season in a top-line car of late. Sadly. Gregor Monster, I think, does come with a bit of money. But 2 new faces are entering the Rally 1. We've got Sami Pajari. Okay, he's not new, but the Toyota driver has already put in 3 Rally 1 starts under his belt, particularly on his debut at the Finland stage win, with a stage win on his 9th test with the Toyota GR Rally 1. 2025, though, will be the reigning WRC2 champion's first full campaign. Going to be interesting. He will also compete for a second team, Toyota Gazoo Racing 2, which has been registered as a manufacturer, which is quite interesting. Now, Josh McLean is, however, a totally new face to the category alongside M Sports Ford. I'm hoping he does really, really well. Two-time world champion Rovan Perret is also returning to a full-time schedule, possibly favourite going into the championship. Also, we can't ignore here, and as they say, Adrian Formo's switch to Hyundai. We did a video saying he could be champion. He thinks he could be champion. That's good. He's going in with a lot of confidence. And in a move that was pretty much predicted for months, so Formo's switch was, they say, was finally confirmed in December, and he wasted little time in making an impression by beating, and this was, what an exclamation mark from Formo, beating Rovan Perret in that warm-up event for the Monty. What's also key to consider is Hyundai's change in tactic. For the first time in years, it will run 3 full-time drivers in a bid to neuter that strength of Toyota. And it goes, there remains the potential for Hyundai to run a 4th car at times throughout 25. Toyota will run 4 in every round and sometimes 5 when OJ competes, but that remains unconfirmed at the time of writing. Management changes. Okay, there's a couple. Intriguingly, the driver market isn't the only evolution. Hyundai has gone from a streamlined structure, they're saying, with its WRC program manager, Christian Loré, I probably got that wrong, departing the team in December and finding refuge in Toyota. He's defected to Toyota Rally radar fit. Pablo Marcos, meanwhile, returns to the squad to fulfill the team manager role, having left M Sport in 23 and 24. Toyota has bought a new face too, former 4-time rally champion Juha Kainakun. I'm terrible with names, I'm so sorry. But he assumes the deputy team principal role to assist Lavala in his duties, I think, which only going to be a good thing. Lavala will attend at least half of the rounds, but is reducing his commitments to focus on European Historic Rallying Championship, because he's doing a campaign behind the winner. And we've had a longer, more diverse calendar. So for the first time since 2008, yep, I know, that's a long time ago. Hopefully most of you were born then that are listening to this. But the WRC calendar is going to exceed the unlucky 13 events. We've got a 14th event running from January to November in 2025. And it's going to be Saudi Arabia, which a lot of people are in 2 minds about. Until you see the product, we have no idea. And so it's going to be the season finale in that final weekend in November. But Rally Isla Caneras is also a new one for the WRC, stepping up from the ERC, as is Paraguay, which becomes the first of 2 events in South America, a fortnight before Rally Chile. Estonia also rejoins after a season in the ERC. To make space, 3 events, therefore, we've lost. We've lost Croatia, Poland. I think Poland was going to go anyway because there were the issues there, sadly, because they got hardcore fans, and they had a few silly fans there, let's be honest. Croatia will return in 2026, slotting into the ERC calendar for 25 in a new October date. So, Junior WRC calendar has also been updated for those. Reflecting on Croatia's removal, Central European Rally replaces it as the asphalt round and is the new double points finale with the Acropolis Rally Greece, shifting from September to June. While Portugal also replaces Sardinia, that's the junior. But remote services return. It's going to be interesting. Another interesting thing. So, for the first time in years, remote services are going to be officially part of the WRC 2025. Each will be 20 minutes in length with only 3, as I said, 3 mechanics and the competing crew. It's quite limited though, because they're looking at only equipment, parts carried inside the car may be used, as well as the following items: laptop, computer, tyres, extra jack, 2 lifting ramps, mirrors, right and left obviously it says, 4 axle stands, shock absorbers, suspension springs, steering arms, suspension arms, hub carriers and associated connecting parts, transverse drive shaft, sensors, screws, nuts and bolts, consumables, wheel, nut, spanners, torque wrench, and breathe hand tools. So, battery operated tools, including any necessary lighting, the use of brake bleeding and cleaning equipment also permitted. There's some other regulation tricks, but these are the major changes. They've got perhaps the most intriguing is a new obstruction limit to the stage interruption regulation, which essentially grants an events clerk of the course the ability to award a notional time, just as they would if a stage was paused or cancelled if they are obstructed by the car ahead. This formalises the process which occurred in Chile last year, where Johan Rosel benefited from an adjusted time over Oliver Solberg, rejoined the stage just in front of him after changing a tyre. So that's pretty much it. But then if you made it to the end, let us know. I mean, the fact that you clicked on it and watched this video, trust me, is more than enough for us here at the Hot Lab. But other than that, thank you so much. And if you did make it to the end, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not. I really appreciate that. Hit that notification button if you want to. If you don't want to miss a video, hit that like button. It does really help us. Comment below. Let us know what you think your favourite new thing is for WRC 2025. And until then, stay safe and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.